Hey guys, it's Karl. We've got another budget episode lined up today, kind of tailored towards students, and I know that most students are either back in class or starting to work remotely, so if you are back in the classroom, wishing you all a great semester and just kind of stay safe. Before we start, some unfortunate news. There are scammers in the comments claiming that you've won a giveaway. They'll ask you to correspond through WhatsApp and then ask you to pay for shipping for all these items that you've theoretically won. Please do not listen to them. I will only contact you either through Instagram, through Twitter, through my verified accounts. And if you don't get a direct message, don't answer, don't respond, do not send any money to anyone. I would never ask for money for shipping anyways. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to combat that. And yeah, the only way I will reach out to you is through IG, through Instagram, through my actual account. So just kind of keep that in mind. With that being said, you can win one of the items today. Just of course, leave that comment. I will reach out to you personally through my IG handles. So leave your IG handle there as well so I can contact you. With that said, we'll start off with our first item, and keep in mind all of this is around that $25 price range, so I really want to keep things super budget. The first being dbrand skins. No surprise. So I've used dbrand skins for years now. They're probably the best way to protect your devices for around that $15 mark. You can see I actually have mine on the bottom of my MacBook Pro because I tend to rock my stuff naked. The bottom is actually an area that picks up the most scratches. I kind of put my laptop on different various surfaces. I find that the bottom picks up the most amount of scratches, and of course, skins can help protect your devices. This one specifically is their icon pack, but more recently, I actually just dropped my iPhone 12, probably just in time for the next iPhone 13 to come around. But you can see it is completely shattered from the point of impact. A quick way to fix that is just to stick a skin over top just so it hides the cracked glass. And since that new iPhone 13 is coming out, I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars to replace the glass back. So I think they're a great way to not only protect your device, still keep it fairly minimal. You don't get any extra bulk. And if you wanna keep things unique, you can always grab an orange skin. I don't know if they still sell the color orange, but this is one of my prized possessions, an all orange Rubik's Cube from dbrand. It's the only Rubik's Cube that I've ever solved. Moving on to the pack, which I think you probably peeked in the thumbnail, and a lot of you will say this is a Supreme bag. It probably costs hundreds of dollars. I'm actually a fraud. This was straight off of Wish. It cost me $22. Yes, it did take 2 months for it to get here, but that's the kind of thing with Wish. You can buy things that are kind of knockoffs. What I'm trying to say, you don't need to spend that kind of money for a backpack that doesn't even have any cool features like a photography bag has. This could essentially be a $15 to $20 bag if it didn't have this logo on it, or if it's a knockoff like this one is. It does all the same things, stores all of your gear on the inside, so just wanted to kind of bring that to everyone's attention. You don't need to drop hundreds of dollars for a backpack. Speaking of packs from non-knockoffs, this is a little Herschel Sling. I feel like fanny packs have made a comeback the past couple of years. This is kind of no different. I actually use this every day to bring my stuff to the studio, so I usually store my wallet, my cell phone inside. You can actually see I got this one from Xbox, but they just have the generic ones. Just a little handy sack to keep all of your tech gear, and I wish I kind of had this when I dropped my iPhone because I was kind of fumbling with my phone getting out of my car. If I had this crack probably wouldn't happen. So yeah, this is super useful. 20, 25 bucks for a little fanny pack, and you can kind of rock it over your shoulder to be the ultimate hype beast in your life. Is that a thing still? Moving on over to smart tags, or I guess just tags in general. Since I am team iPhone, I have picked up a couple AirTags over the past couple months. I have found these to be super useful. So I have them on all of my keys. I've got a set on my car keys here. I've got a set on my condo keys. I've got a set for my studio keys. The tech or the theory around these isn't really new. We've had Tile kicking around for the past couple years, maybe even close to a decade. Essentially, if you lose your set of keys or wherever you place your AirTag, you can locate them through your smartphone. I think what makes Apple a bit more unique, it's all integrated into their Find My app, and you can kind of see I've tracked down my key. So if we actually click back, I actually guess I have all 4 sets with me, but I'm actually heading out on a trip. Maybe by the time this video is live, I'm gonna stick this one on my luggage. If you are on Android, you've got Galaxy Smart Tags, a solid little option if you're rocking a Samsung device or just an Android device in general, and still even cheaper, you have the classic tiles. So smart tags or location tag items around that $25 mark. I think you have to pay a bit more if you want the 4-pack from Apple, but these have been super useful, and you can even see on the Samsung one, you could put one on your dog. I've put one on Link before, so that is definitely a thing. I'm curious what is the most random place you guys have put an AirTag or a location tag on. Hopefully it isn't on someone that doesn't know they have a tag on them. Speaking of Apple, I know it's pretty tough to find stuff under 25 bucks. I know that most cases are actually more expensive than that. I think their leather cases are $59, $69. Something that you can still grab though are the Apple Watch rubber straps, more specifically. These silicone bands come in so many different colorways, and I find that these perform actually the best because I wear my Apple Watch mostly when I do work out. I actually wear my OG original watch. You can see I'm still rocking a rubber band on mine because it helps wick the sweat away. You don't get it all gunky. You can easily wash it off. I think these are just a great way to change up the look of your Apple Watch and kind of keep that in mind as the next gen Apple Watch. Series 7 is rumored. Some of the leaks and renders have looked pretty cool. I know that we are due a little design refresh. The screen, I think, is gonna get a bit more squarish, kind of in the line of the iPhone screen. As you all know, the keynote is coming September 14th, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll have full coverage, and of course, I will get hands-on early access for all Apple products, and I will release them the day they are announced. So that's a great reason to sub if you already haven't. The next item for a lot of students is all around just keeping your devices juiced up. So this is just a simple wireless charging mat. This specific one is from Mophie, and why I kind of like this one a lot, it has this microfiber or suede material on the actual charging pad. So your phone doesn't actually slide off as easy as most charging pads do. Obviously, it isn't magnetic like a MagSafe charger, but it just has a nice little touch, and you know that your phone back won't scratch, even though this one is already destroyed. But if you do like to keep your stuff in pristine condition, just kind of placing it on here, you have no risk of your phone getting dinged up, which I have seen in the past. It's not too common, but it's a nice little touch from Mophie. Another couple of accessories that I think a lot of students will need, this will probably live in your backpack because most of us end up rocking laptops when we're in school. So the first is just a simple Bluetooth wireless mouse. I snagged this one off of Amazon. It was actually the cheapest at the time. It's from Samsung. I was pretty surprised that they were offering this for $24.99. I think it was on sale at the time. Of course, it'll be linked below, but if you grab the cheapest option, just having this in the back of your bag, so when you go back to your desk, when you have a bit more room and you don't want to use the trackpad on your laptop, it just makes life navigating through your laptop a bit easier. The next thing that you'll need is a dongle, because most laptops, if you grab it new, come with USB-C, so especially if you are on Team Apple, you don't get any of the traditional ports, and I know most of us still use classic USB-A ports. When I was in school, we always had to submit our papers in person, which maybe isn't a thing with COVID anymore, but I was always frantically running to the library trying to print out my essays. Of course, they were on a USB stick, so if you do have it from your laptop or trying to get it from your laptop to the printer, which only took USB-A, I know I'm living in the Stone Age, you do need some sort of dongle. How weird does that look? You'll kind of figure out a way to get the job done. I'm sure most of us submit things electronically now, but just in case, maybe just for a bit of convenience, having a little dongle, maybe even a USB drive, you never know. Another staple of the channel that's kind of made an appearance over the past couple of years is a mini tripod. This specific one from Manfrotto. You can see how weathered and old this is. It still works and it's still super versatile. So if you are a student that kind of is in the creative space, you want something or are getting into the vlog game, you can use this to store your camera, to kind of mount your phone if you're doing the TikTok game. It's got this little ball and head socket mount, so no matter what you choose to mount on it, you can kind of articulate it to your needs. It's pretty handy, it survives the test, and this is just one of the things that you can throw into your backpack and never have to worry about again. Last but not least, we gotta throw in some desk accessories. No matter where you are, I think you can make your desk look a bit more unique, a bit more fun, and kind of your own, and not spend too much money. So I'll start off with Funko Pops. I think they're great because literally a Funko Pop has been created for everything. I'm a huge OG Pokemon guy. And a legit question, out of the 3 main starters, which was your fave? I am super team Bulbasaur. I know he's the most underrepresented, but he is my boy. We've got a little android orange dude. He has also been in the channel for years. He has sadly lost his 2 little ears, which have been kind of lost to good old time. If you're a bit more au naturel, even though this is a fake plant, I know that IKEA sells these cool little fake plants. They make great little desk accessories. They kind of sprucing up the area, give it a bit of aesthetic. Or if you're like me and want to just go super nuts, you know that I have Lego on every part of my sets. You don't have to drop hundreds of dollars like on some of those larger ones, but even simple sets like this, I think, oh boy, I don't actually know the name of this vehicle. Oh no, speeder bike? It's a speeder bike. I was kind of close enough, but anyways, yeah. I will let you guys be the judge of how decent my Star Wars lore is. So yeah, any of these would make great little additions to a desk setup, and all of them are underneath that $25 mark. So yeah, that kind of wraps up this episode. I hope all of you that are back in school now have an awesome year. Hopefully you are back in the actual classroom. I know that last year was kind of a bit of a write-off. On deck, we've got Apple coverage with the keynote launching next week. So like I mentioned, if you already haven't subbed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're up to date, and I'll catch the rest of you hopefully in one of those episodes. Peace.